When was the last time you actually read the Goalkeeper rulebook? Never? Good. Then you're like 99% of us. But here's the thing. Most goalkeepers break at least one rule every single game without even realizing it. And no, I'm not talking about the 6-second rule or the classic back pass. I mean the weird ones, the bizarre ones, the rules so strangely specific, they even catch pro goalkeepers off guard. Some are brand new, some have been around for years, but all of them could cost you a goal, a booking, or worse, the game. Alright, so you know the 6-second rule, right? Catch the ball, hold it, take your time and then kick it upfield. Except no one really counted. Most of us held it for 10, 12, sometimes even 20 seconds, especially when we were winning. But now that's over. Starting this season, goalkeepers don't have 6 seconds anymore. We got 8. And it sounds a lot better, right? You got more time to think, more time to breathe. But here's the problem. At the 5-second mark, the ref literally starts counting down out loud with their fingers like you're launching a space rocket. 5, 4, 3, 2, and if you don't release it on time, it's not an indirect free kick anymore, which often resulted in a goal anyways. It's a corner kick. So imagine that for a second. You're up 1-0, it's in the 89th minute, you catch a high cross and the ref starts counting, you panic, you rush your throw and give it straight to their striker. Or you hold on to it for too long and now you're defending a corner kick in injury time. This rule is meant to speed things up, but honestly, it's going to catch so many of us off guard. My advice, start practicing quick distribution now, because when that countdown starts, there's no mercy. Okay, so another rule you might know is the back pass rule. If your teammate passes the ball back with their foot, you can't pick it up, obviously, right? But here's where it gets a little weird. Some defenders think they found a loophole, so instead of passing it to you, they flick it up and head it back instead. Or worse, they lie down and head it from the ground. Because in their minds, it didn't come off their foot, so we're good, right? Nope. Not even close. There is an actual rule against this too, and it's called deliberate circumvention of the law. I have no idea what that means, but referees will destroy you for it, even if you don't pick up the ball. I've seen this happen in a real match once. Actually, I lived it. My center back was put under pressure from a striker. He flicked the ball up, headed it towards me. I knew it wasn't allowed, so I just kicked it clear, but it didn't matter. My defender was booked and the opposition was awarded a dangerous free kick right on the edge of the penalty area. So the next time your defender tries to be clever, no, stop them, tell them to pass the ball back instead, or just kick it forward themselves. Because you're the one paying for it by picking the ball out of your net more times than not. Just real quick, if you're doing all the work and you're still getting benched, doubted and ignored, don't give up yet, because that's exactly why I built the ultimate self-training program. It gives you the structure and feedback you never got from any other coach. I've left a link in the description if you're ready to finally take control. Anyways, let's get back to the good stuff. Okay, so this rule feels a bit unfair until you actually think about it. If an outfield player gets injured during a game, what happens? They've got to leave the pitch for treatment. We all know that, but goalkeepers, we get to stay on. And for some players, or for most players, it seems like it's special treatment, and maybe it is, but it makes sense. Because if your left winger gets hurt, you can easily survive with 10 men for a minute or two. But if you, the goalkeeper, had to leave, it would be total chaos, something we've seen way too often. So that is why this rule exists. If a goalkeeper goes down, the referee must stop the game. Now, of course, most referees, they will still try to rush you back up. They want the game moving, but technically, you can take as much time as you want. So yeah, maybe sometimes we milk it a bit. Especially in the 85th minute, when your fullback's cramping, ball's gone out for a goal kick, you lock eyes, he gives you the signal, the nod, and boom, you go down holding your hamstring. Break and play, free recovery time, no subs, no cards, no rules broken. Is it fair? I don't know. Everyone does it, and it's legal. And when your backup is a panicking defender with 0 glove experience, you will be glad this rule exists. Now this next one is tricky, because on the surface it seems like nothing, but it's already causing chaos in matches. According to the new law, only the captain is allowed to speak to referees, not if you're close by, not when things get heated, not if you're the most experienced player on the field, just the captain. And if anyone else tries to enter the conversation, yellow card, no warning, no second chances, straight into the book. But here's where it gets even stranger. What if the goalkeeper is the captain? You can't exactly sprint 60 meters to the halfway line every time there's an argument. So if you're the goalkeeper with the armband, you have to appoint an on-field captain too. That's right. An on-field captain, basically a spokesperson. Some would say a translator, but it's not for language, it's for distance. So you might be the real captain of your team, but the ref, he won't speak to you. He'll only speak to the outfield captain. So even if you got the clearest view of what happened, you've seen the foul, the dive, the handball, whatever it is, you can't say a word. And I know it sounds bizarre, but it's true. So bottom line, if you're the goalkeeper and the captain, make sure you got someone you trust who's wearing the armband on the pitch too. And everyone else, just stay away from the ref. Saying things like, "Come on ref," can't get you booked now. Strange times we're living in, I know. Alright, so let's talk about one of the most stressful moments in football. Not just for goalkeepers, but for anyone who has ever had to stand face to face on the spot, alone with everyone watching. I'm of course talking about the penalty kick. And saving penalties, it has always been tough, but now you're practically trying to do it from a prison cell. When you're the goalkeeper, we're not allowed to step forward at all before the shot is taken. Not a toe, not a lean, not even an inch. Sure, we can still move from side to side, wave your arms, play mind games, but the second your heel lifts off the line before the kick, it's a retake. And if you do it one more time, it's a yellow card, and one more time after that, it's a red. And here's the crazy part. Strikers, they can skip, hop, fake, pause, wait for you to move. But you got to stand still like a mannequin, trying to guess where the ball will go. And if you ever made a big save from a penalty, only to hear the whistle blow and watch them point to the spot again, you know that pain. So yeah, welcome to the penalty line prison. But here's the thing, there is a way to beat it. You just got to know how to time it, how to read the run-up, and how to move without breaking the rule. So while you're waiting for part 2 of the strangest rules in goalkeeping to drop, go ahead and watch this video where I break down how you can save more penalties without breaking the rules.